Don't start. Hey, hey,
Let's go.
hey, welcome everybody, man. Hey, come on in, come on in, come on in. You guys already know how it is, man. Jaywalk is immediately lost in the sauce before we even get to started. But we got a special guest. It's no other than, look, I call him the MVP of the season
All
right
day.
now. It's no other than Woody Marks' mom. Mama Marks, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Absolutely
Excellent.
wonderful. Absolutely
Yes.
wonderful. So we glad that you back. You had a safe flight, and you know the dust has settled a little bit. But we want to really kind of get into the background as far as Woody. I mean, because that guy is a absolute spectacular player. He runs hard, and we had a guy last year. Just before we get into everything, his name was Marshawn Lloyd, drafted in the third round from USC. But I was talking to Jaywalk earlier. I said I think Woody. Hey, shout out to Mama Jacoby Covington's mom. Shout out to you. But
Karina!
Hey,
what's up,
hey.
Karina? What's up, Karina? But
Nice to see
I
you. Nice to see you,
I
Miss Covington.
personally I think Woody passed that. I think Woody rose above the third round mark. So you know, me and Jaywalk was talking about it. So what's your thoughts overall as you look at this season, though?
Man, looking from day one, 2020 to now, I know it's the system that he was in at first at Mississippi State, but I knew he had it in him because now he rolling like he was in high school.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
mm,
and no doubt. But he balled at Mississippi State, and you know what was crazy is he didn't have the 1,000 yards rushing, but I think he led the SEC in receptions, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he
So
did.
I remember evaluating this film, and I was like, man, I was like, how is he not more when looking at his film? How is he not more known than what he is? Like, I was like, this dude is really. I saw it in him. He reminded me like of a throwback back that could really just catch it, run it, and block, and he like the total package. So when we got him, I was just like, wow, we got a complete back. And I knew everybody was going to be, extremely happy. Jay, you had anything you want to say on that?
yeah, Woody Marks is Marshall Falk.
That's
Like
it.
that's
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
The game, the pass pro, game intelligence, situational awareness, ball security. Mind you, my man is a throwback. He does not wear gloves in game.
Oh
Like
no.
hey, he is a G. He is a G.
He
The
never will.
most
He never from Rick Ball all the way to now, never. And when his hand was, he got a big sore on his hand, and it was bleeding real bad last game, I think.
hmm,
And they made him put on the glove. They cleaned it and made him put on a glove. He wore it for one drive, and he had to take it off. He don't
get
like
this
that.
thing off me. Get this thing off.
Absolutely.
No,
So,
Woody to me, don't mean to cut you off, big bro.
no, you
Woody to
good.
me, Woody to is a first. He's a first day NFL back. If you look at every intangible that's necessary at the highest level, Woody he embodies everything that you want from a back, and he's selfless. He was so selfless. He has been so selfless this season, putting his body on the line over and over again as a senior. I've known players in his position to really kind of pull the foot off the gas towards the tail end of the season because they're thinking about next steps. This young man has left it out. I mean, Cardinal and gold through and through. I'm so phenomenally proud of the young man that you've blessed us with, Miss Tamika. I
Thanks.
really am. Thank you.
Absolutely. So when did it start for Woody though? Like at what age? It's an age for everybody. They play whether it's Pop Warner or whatever. When did it really you really the light bulb turned on for you and you recognize like I got a kid that could really go.
When he was 8, his first time playing football.
Yeah.
He We had BS coaches, rec ball. They don't care. Y'all call it Pop Warner. We call it rec ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they were just there, to be coaching or whatever. And he took the team to the championship. He played. wide receiver, he played running back, and he did quarterback.
He did
So
it all.
whatever he did it all. Wherever they needed him, that's what he was. And he took the whole team, and he just been that guy since then. And I really didn't get into college ball because I said, well, he ain't gonna play no football after that, after high school. But ninth grade, he went in and took the senior's position. So I was like, oh, he for real.
Yeah. Wait, what game was that? What game?
It was like
You said, wait, you said like the light. You said my son. Wait a minute, my son got it popping right
he for
now.
real. Like I think it was like the third or fourth game. The senior missed a very important practice. So coach say, next man up.
Mm.
Okay, Woody, next man up. And the third game of that his freshman year in high school, he ran for 1,200 plus yards.
1,200
So
yards as a freshman
yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, he for real.
on varsity.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, he
Killing.
didn't
Hey,
play he didn't play junior varsity at all. He came in, he was second string running back. So I was
yeah.
like, yeah, he that dude.
So
Yeah.
so did he ever get that? Did the other guy ever get that spot back, or Woody just ran away
No,
with that? Yeah,
Woody took over. Yeah. Coach
yeah.
got, and he was the guy was a senior.
Wow.
So yeah.
I know he was salty.
Oh yeah, he
hey,
was.
but he lost it though. So when you look at it, when he transitioned into college, how did the Mississippi State come in play?
It just it was the environment, and he
Mm.
really didn't want to go too far away from home. So
Yeah,
and we was there, and it's only 4 hours away from us. So we was there just about every other weekend.
Mhm.
And it just we visited a lot of schools, but it was just like it was some about Mississippi State every time we went. And they was on us hard. So he was just like, I'm going here. I was like, okay, wherever you go, I'm going. I don't care where you go. I don't
yeah,
miss no games. So I'm
Yeah,
yeah,
coming. So
yeah.
I
Jay,
love.
you
and
had
then
anything?
I love that, mom.
oh, I ain't missing no games. I don't
I
care.
love that.
No,
Look,
you be everywhere. I be seeing you everywhere. I
look,
be,
look.
I see you everywhere.
I ain't missing no games.
You and Mama K be tag teaming them.
I love it. I love it.
That's a
It- it-
girl.
it's
Yeah,
outstanding. For those of you who don't understand how just powerful it is to have your mom come see you play, especially when you're not from your hometown and your mama bring hometown to you wherever you are. Listen, country, everybody watching, that is the most dynamic strength outside of being blessed by the heavenly father himself endowing you with his dynamic power. But seeing your mom in that crowd, in that pregame, your mama there. Oh yeah, there's nothing that fire you up like that.
Right.
I'm speaking from real life. So for you moms out there who got your boys out there, go see your babies play, man.
He know. He was like, I said, you be hearing me? He be like, man, I hear you over everybody.
in
I'm like,
in
and
the
that's what I
stadium
want to hear.
at USC.
Yeah, he was like, I hear you. I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
loud.
Wow, wow,
Even
wow,
at
wow,
Mississippi State, I'm loud. You go hear me. You go
wow.
know I'm there. But he's like, see, at USC, we sit in the same spot every game.
mhm.
Yeah,
But when we was at Mississippi State, we was in different spots in the same section, but we were sitting in different seats. So he was like, yeah, when we come out on warm up, I look up there, I'm like, where they at? Because I know they here. Because we'd be coming in late or whatever. But he said, I'm gonna find you. He said, I see y'all up there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
wow.
we there. And we deep. Every game, we deep.
At Mississippi State as at
It ain't,
USC.
ain't stop nothing. We gonna be 5 to 6 deep every game.
That's awesome.
So let me ask you, as a football mom. Now I know that you into pros too, because I see you be posting some stuff like your football, and I'm like, wait a minute, man. I mean, does she really just know a football like that? So who's your team? Is it the Falcons?
You already
I know.
know.
I know.
You
No,
already know the whole
because
team.
I thought I saw Mama K. I thought I saw
She's
her
a
do some San.
49er
Yeah,
fan.
I'm like, wait a minute, you from ATL? How you gonna do the San Francisco thing? But you be knowing your football. I think both of you know your football,
Oh
and
yeah.
and so when you look at it from a football standpoint, how much impact did you have on the decision as far as him transitioning to Mississippi from Mississippi State to USC?
He it's me, him, and his brother. He have an older brother. So nothing goes without us knowing.
Hmm.
We talk about every decision that he made. He's not gonna make a decision until he get input from me and his brother.
Wow, did his brother play ball too?
He played ball in middle school and high school. He had 2 concussions. So he was like, it's a wrap for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So he went on to college and got his degree. And he was like, "Oh, my little brother going he going to the pros, so he got a business degree. Now he's in sports management." So
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Hey,
good.
let big bro represent him. Let big
That's
bro
good.
represent little bro.
That's
yeah,
fire.
hey, we gonna keep it all in the
Keep it
family.
in the family. Hey, keep it in the
Supposed to do
family.
it. That's
You
how
know,
you're supposed to do it.
keep it in the family. So when you look at this season as a whole, I know you got to be proud. Like, we had our ups and downs, all that kind of stuff. But when you look at it as a whole, from Woody now, he's past 1,000 yards right now. Like he's
First
really, really,
ever, and that's crazy.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. First
I th-
ever.
yeah, Woody. I mean, man, and he's doing it. I'm not saying he's doing it quietly, but it's just like he's humble. Like to me, he seems like he's like a super humble guy, like a quiet guy.
Yeah.
But the way he runs is not quiet at all.
Yeah, he real quiet. He's quiet. You have to
Mm.
pull out a conversation.
So he really like that.
Yeah, I had to pull out a conversation. You see, I didn't
Really?
know he was sick until he woke up this morning. I didn't
Wow,
know. I did
wow.
not know. He didn't say nothing. I did not know.
He has high cognitive processing though. Like you so Woody is the type of player like there's a trend from what I could see. There's a trend in his game, and he has a very methodical approach to how he runs the football. Like there are times where I notice when he's off the field, he's not just a guy that's getting water on the sideline. Woody is analyzing because every time he comes back in, we gash him. Within that series, he has figured out what those linemen are doing, what those backers, how they're approaching, and he's setting stuff up. So I think that what we perceive as quiet, I think that he just has a very natural aptitude to process and then troubleshoot in real time. He's calculating like, here's what, here's what I need to do for this game. Penn State attacked us this way, Wisconsin's attacking us this way because when he comes back in, it's different. And I'm seeing like 4 types of running backs within one player.
He studied film a lot.
I
He
can
don't
see
look
Mm.
that.
at football.
I can
He
see that.
studied film a lot. He looked at every position. He studies every position, even the running back position. He look at other running backs. He don't watch football
Who's his favorite
unless
running
it's a
back?
team he really like. Then he'll look at it for a couple of hours or whatever. He ain't gonna look at the whole game.
Hmm.
He gonna go look at running backs. He loves Zeke. That's his idol. He loves Zeke
Yeah,
and
Elliot.
Le'Veon Bell.
Oh yeah.
He
Wow.
Oh
like
yeah.
both of those.
Wow.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Let me answer this.
That's
Hey,
shocking.
thank you, John, for the super chat. He says, Miss Marks, are you sure your son isn't 1 year younger than you? He says, we need your boy one more. Hey, let the church say amen. We need him one more year. J Walk lost in the technical source sauce for sure. What's up? Hey, thank you, John, for the super chat. Hey, we wish we could have a. Yeah, I mean, we can't. Can we squeeze out one more year? Is it possible?
It ain't possible.
Oh man.
We have
So
exhausted all college.
Hey, I know. And so how's Woody feeling about the rest of the season? I mean, we feel like I feel like we can win the rest of them. I feel like it's a possibility. Just we gotta be mistake free. What you think, Jay? What you think? How you feeling about it?
Well, we have a winning blueprint. We've had a winning blueprint all season. We just haven't always applied it. And, you know, believe it or not, I think Quentin actually really complements Woody very well. And for whatever reason, is that brotherhood that they have in the backfield is like it's very pure, it's very genuine because you can see how genuinely excited Quentin gets when Woody busts one, and then vice versa. You can see how Woody embraces him on the sideline in those quick pans when they pan the camera by the two backs, and it's not often you get to see them together, but whenever you do, you can see that bond. And so I think that if we continue to depend on those two young men, with the veteran and Woody and how he forces the D lineman to second guess their pass rush because he's such a dangerous pass threat out of the backfield. He's so dangerous. We haven't had a back that is that dangerous out of the backfield catching screens like that since Reggie. And I can't think of one that
I couldn't think of one. I was trying to think.
And I was. Desmond Reed came to mind, but he wasn't as consistent as Woody. Man, like Woody he has all of the things that we loved about Reggie without wearing the number.
Quentin and Woody actually watches a lot of film. Woody done brought Quentin on. They watch a lot of film together. They real close.
Got it. Looks like it.
Yeah, they close. Yeah.
So our winning recipe to me is our two dynamic running backs, our veteran and our younger guy. Our quarterback that's a little bit mobile and more durable, can create better off-platform throws. And then our receivers being able to actually like catch the ball in stride, which we haven't seen much this year consistently.
But it's like we seen it Saturday. We seen it yesterday.
Thank you.
Yesterday, the quarterback opened up holes. He opened up lines.
You know your football.
Everything came together. And if it came together this week with his first, just imagine next Saturday how we gonna do.
Chemistry.
Mama Woody, let me. Did you notice when Woody had a big run? I think it went up to the left. When Mava faked like he was gonna pitch the ball. It was because that he faked it. He ran it another time, so the defensive end had to bite on it. But when he faked it, it just kind of Woody just got it, and he was just able to go. But it, like you said, it just creates all types of problems. The defense don't know if Woody gonna get it. They don't know if Mayava gonna get it. It just keeps major threats. I love what I saw Saturday. I really did. I feel like they were just scratching the surface. I hate to say it, but I mean, I wish I could have seen it from get-go, for the beginning of the season, but you feel like a lot was left on the table. But how you feeling about that overall?
I'm good. I just watched the highlights and I'm listening to the commentators. It's like, Mark has the ball, he's gone. Woody didn't even have the ball. Mayava had the ball. And he was on USC sideline. So
it faked me out. It faked me out. It tricked me.
That's what we need, because everybody was at Woody and he got the ball and now he got a first down. That's what we need.
That's it.
You gotta have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
You got to. In college, you got to. It might work in pro having a pocket passer, but in college, you got to have a mobile quarterback.
Absolutely. Hey, this is. I think it's becoming extinct with the quarterbacks, the pocket quarter. The last real one to really just do it was probably Tom Brady. Peyton Manning was the guy, but then Tom Brady was the last pure pocket quarterback. I don't even know if that's even going to exist. And these guys coming off the ends are too athletic now, too big, too strong, too fast. And you got to be able to move and groove a little bit. Yeah. Jay, you got anything you want to say? We're going to talk about that anyway.
I 1,000% agree with that. I just doubled down on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skill position players that can throw the ball. That's the future quarterback.
Absolutely. So Mama Woody, as we get ready to let you go, we appreciate you need to go. I know you need to go check on Woody, and thank you for taking out your time. So where do you see? I know you don't have to. You can say how you feel. I'm thinking, this is me personally. I'm saying he pushed himself up to like at least a second round, first or second round. He's one of the best backs. Where do you see your son going?
I said second round.
Yeah.
When I said second round, once we committed to USC,
Yeah.
I've been saying second round since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he said he would go to USC, I said okay. Now we're gonna be second round. We was looking at third, fourth round, maybe fifth, but now I see second. And if it don't happen, it's fine. But I see second round. I don't see it's some great running backs out there. Woody ain't fumbled a ball his whole college career.
That's crazy.
He ain't fumbled a ball. He catch. He got hands.
Hands.
Yeah.
He got
Big time him.
hands.
Got them all states. He got them all state hands. Them good
With
hands.
no gloves.
No gloves.
Hey, that's crazy.
Go to
That's
market.
a runner. It's crazy though, because a running back to really just have hands, it's not a rare thing, but just some just not able to do it like receivers. You had anything?
There's a difference between a running back that can catch the ball that's a threat. There's another difference between like your most reliable offensive weapon in the passing game has been your back. Again, that narrative has not been out there for 20 years. I haven't heard anybody talk about a back that is as reliable as Woody Marks with catching the football out of the backfield, that also can stretch the field, hit the sideline, that also runs well in between the tackles, that also pass pros. He duds up the toughest defensive ends in the conference. Like, he was not chop blocking. This man was going man on man, pad on
Yeah.
pad with 270-pound dudes running 4.5s at him. I'm looking at him like thank you God for Woody. Miller Moss, you owe Woody. Miller Moss, you owe Woody a lot of vertical spine injury prevention. He saved you a lot, and it's just, I'm gonna pour gas on it because I want this young man to know how significant of a role he has. His legacy will be cemented in the foundation of USC lore forever. We will talk about Woody Marks for years and years and years and years. He will forever be one of those backs that people go, yo, if we had him for 2 more years, we would have had another Heisman. If we had him for
Absolutely.
1 more year, we would have
Y'all
had
gonna make me cry.
Hey, no, you know what? I'm not about to look. I wanted to keep running to get this man the Dope Walker Award. Literally, he might get invited. I got to look up the stats to see where the running back, where the yards is. But yeah, he's Dope Walker worthy. They better put him up there at least for the finalists. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Y'all at least
don't play with Woody. Put some respect on his name. I do want to know how he got his nickname. I kind of know, but I would love for you to tell the world that may not know if you're okay with it.
No, Woody, it started because Woody had a little peck of hair up there. He looked like a little woodpecker. That's how it started. But then my son used to like Buzz Lightyear. And Woody would always say, woo, woo. And he just started liking Toy Story. And the clothes came and it was just Woody. But then a lot of people couldn't pronounce his first name too. So that's when we just really, once he got in college, that's when it just really became okay, just call him Woody. Because that's what everybody calls him in Atlanta, but in college, stop mispronouncing my child name. Just call him Woody. But us say Woody. Northerners say Woody.
Woody.
We say Woody.
Woody.
So I don't care about that, but if you know what I'm saying, that's fine. But yeah, we call him Woody. They say Woody.
Can I just give you one tiny bit of advice if you haven't already done this or discussed it?
What's that?
Go patent your son's name. Go buy the licensing. Go purchase the rights to that term Woody, and you own that forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you make all kinds of merch with that.
That's
you get it, all kinds of merch.
If Disney hasn't done it already, please, you go do it.
Oh, okay. I ain't never thought about that. Let me put that in the people's ear.
That's what we're here to do.
Absolutely. USC better get. Hey, USC need to get it popping right now. Get us some more NIL popping.
Woody woo.
Hey, stop.
Right. We trying to get Disney. Hey, come on, Disney. Come on.
You got a
Trying to
friend
get
in
Disney.
me.
Yes.
You got a friend in me. Let's go.
You got a snake in your boot.
He's running like a snake in his boot.
Okay. Good
That's
run himself.
So, Mama Woody, how many yards is Woody gonna finish with? He's at 1,000 right now. What you projecting? What you think?
If it was up to me, I would let Woody get if he could get 200 yards these next 2 games, which I know he can.
Oh yeah,
He can get
absolutely.
it,
Yep.
but it's just up the big link. You know, Big Link. We gotta get Big Link on board.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? I think we could do that. Even if last game, we could have limited a little bit of the throws and just lean on them, just the RPOs and lean on him. Just go back and forth, back and forth. Hey, Michigan did it to us. You know what I mean? We could do it. We could do it right back. We got the offensive line that could run block like that. I always say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Big Keith, what's up, my man? He played at USC 1985. Big shout out to you. So Mama, I called you Mama K, but Mama Woody, anything else you want to leave us before we let you go? We definitely appreciate you. I know you're gonna check on Woody. Anything else you want to leave us about Woody and for the rest of the season? J-Doc, anything else you want to say?
We just happy to be here. I'm like, I was telling them yesterday at the tailgate, like, man, I wish we had another year.
Hey, so that was something I wanted to ask you. Your experience at Mississippi State compared to your experience now at USC, like what is the biggest difference in
Day and
how
night,
day and night? From what perspective?
all of it.
Really?
Like the parent involvement, the oh Lord. The parent involvement is big because for the simple fact we're coming from out of town.
Yeah.
And we want to feel welcome.
Yeah.
Like a whole tailgate, it's a parent liaison. If I want somebody to check on my child, who do I call besides the coaches?
Yeah.
I got somebody at USC I could call to check on my child. If I need anything, I got somebody I could call besides a coach. I don't want to
Absolutely.
keep bothering the coach.
So that connection wasn't there at Mississippi State the same way. Wow.
Nope. And then me and Mama K, we got our Twitter mom chat group. We got all that. So like we there.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
I didn't have that down there.
I love that. I love that.
That's what's up. Now, hey, one thing I think you learned since you've been over here, I'm just gonna say it. USC got some of the how do I want to say it? Some of the most up and down fans you probably ever seen in your life. Probably when it's going good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. But you know, it's all like a big family. Have you noticed that?
I think that's like most of college though.
Yeah.
But I think everybody got that bad apple.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
as
Absolutely.
fans, as we got to stop doing, you want kids to commit to your school, but when you're bashing the players that are there already, ain't no child go come there.
Thank
And
you.
I'm that parent. I'm gonna pay $9.95 to go in these group chats that these schools have,
Yes.
just to see how these fans are. You don't know who going in there. So my advice is stop bashing these kids.
You making the clip.
These
This
young
is a clip.
adults.
Absolutely.
Stop doing that because that make other kids don't want to go to your school. And if they decommit, oh well.
Yep.
And that's let them
absolutely.
Go. So that's my advice. Stop.
You just made it so plain for the whole world.
Absolutely. Jaywalk, you're not on Twitter, man, but
thank you. I'm tired of seeing all that.
Yeah,
I don't like negativity. I avoid it like it is the tax collector.
It's a couple of parents right now, kids that go to USC that plays football, are talking about leaving the program because of fans bashing their child.
Like crazy.
And that's crazy. You losing.
It's crazy.
You ain't gaining.
I had the same problem last year in Jaywalk. You know, I think you remember he played on the D line, but his mom hit me and was like, "You, Mama Woody, you probably be seeing me all the time going back and forth with him all the time because it's like, you know, I understand what it's all about. I understand that these are someone else's kids, and I try my best to set an example and to let everybody know that, look, you can't get down like that because you're not gonna let nobody get down about that with your son. I can guarantee you, if it's my son, I'm gonna be ready to get busy. I mean, that's just bottom line because I love my son. You love your son, so yeah, it's they gotta put it in proper perspective. Even if their favorite player is not doing something that they want.
Right. I just know when we first got there, I felt a lot of hate towards my child because why we bringing in a veteran, you know what I'm saying, running back, well, we got 2 backs already here. Okay, embrace what you got because you don't know what this player might bring to the program.
Absolutely.
So embrace it. No matter what, embrace it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this from a personal standpoint. You may have heard of this before. I don't know, but are you familiar with like the Bloods and the Crips? Okay. when Woody committed, I started Crip walking all in my office. I'm like, that's the hey, in my mind. I said, I think that's that little dude that catch everything. Hey, I said, that's that little dude that catch everything. Because I didn't get to see how amazing of an in between the tackles runner he was. I didn't get to see, like, he was very underfeatured. For the SEC, he was a top premier SEC back that didn't get the coverage. And you know what? You know, the Bible says the last will be first. And there is no good thing that the Lord will withhold from those who walk upright in him and who are called according to his purposes and his plans. Your son has a dynamic anointing over his life. His positive energy, his love for the game, his commitment to his teammates, it radiates through his game. He never has to say a word. Actions speak louder than words.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your son's actions are screaming to the world how amazing of a person he is. And I just cannot help but attribute that to the upbringing, to the love that you poured into him and those around him in his supporting cast in his life. And to see the warmth that you have for your baby. He's our player, right? He's our tough guy, but that's your baby.
Right.
I just have to take my hat off to you and say thank you for blessing us with the gift of your son this season. He was the most consistent, positive heartbeat of this team all year long. And I believe that will carry for many years to come. And when it comes down to this SC thing, I'm an alumni. Whatever he need, if it's within my capacity, I got him. And I will recruit all my brothers to do the same.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to James Smith. That's Jaylen Smith pops. Hey, Mama Woody, I put out a tweet yesterday and I said 2 people on this team raised their stock. I said it was Woody Marks and his son, Jaylen Smith, number 2, balled out. He balling. Those 2 guys, I believe, raised their stock more than any player, 2 players on this team, and that's real talk. Big shout out to you, man. So, Mama Woody, thank you for taking out the time. I know you want to check on Woody under the weather. We appreciate everything, and we're gonna try to make this not make this your last time coming back. You know, before the season is out.
I'm coming back. I already told my girls I'm coming back next year.
Matter of fact, you and Mama
better have me a ticket. Yeah. And I'm coming back on the
show. Hey, well, Mama Woody, thank you for everything. We gonna let you go, but definitely appreciate you. Thank you for taking out the time.
All right, thank y'all for having me. Fight on.
All right, fight on. Hey, man, that was incredible, man. She was super nice. She was super nice, man. I could appreciate her. Hey, Big James, man, Jaylen stock is rising, man, big time.
I'm so proud of your son, boy.
Hey, look, if you see this real quick, I'm opening up the chat with the for phone calls, but I'm about to put this link in here. You got to go on YouTube, though. I think you may be looking at it on Twitter, because I think last time you told me you was looking at it on Twitter. If you go on YouTube at USCJ, you'll see the link. You can click on it if you want to come in real quick. But we're gonna open it up for calls because we want to touch on this game. Mama Woody, we won't touch it for maybe 20 minutes. Jay, is that cool?
Yeah, let's get it.
Mama Woody was she's humble, man. She's humble, super down to earth, man. And we see where Woody gets it from.
I love it, man. That was great. That was so wholesome.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you something, Jay, for you to facilitate the like these organic relationships and to create a platform for parents to talk to their, the audience about their children, their experiences at the university. That's insight that I've never seen any person in the media do before you. You are a trailblazer, you're a trendsetter, and I think you're creating a new wavelength of how the USC body wants to experience the program from a media standpoint. So again, like I took my hat off to, Mama Marks. I'm gonna take my hat off to you too, brother. Like I'm back because I so inherently support and believe in what you're doing and the love that you put into this, man. So thank you guys. Y'all, everybody chat, spam the comments with the fight ons for USCJ, guys.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate Jay. Jay, you already know I appreciate you, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. So we're gonna open up the calls. Some may come in, and you guys already know we could just ask that you just turn your camera off. But we want to just really touch on this game because it was so many people that came in yesterday. It was more of an instant reaction, but we kind of just want to talk about it real quick, what we saw in the game. And you heard what I thought, but Jay, what were your overall thoughts, man? Of what you see. We got our first call, so let me go on and get this real quick.
This is my
Ray. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How y'all fellas doing? Y'all blessed?
What up,
man? We blessed, man. We blessed.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Man, the word is, man, I was at the game, man. It was good to see Woody do his thing. The last game I was at against was when we played in Vegas against LSU. So, man, it was good out there to see him do his thing.
Absolutely.
And I was happy to see Jaylen out there. He was doing this thing, man. I saw a little on Twitter. Man, guys was ready to crash out, over that interception. It's like, God, dog.
Hey,
like,
we talk about like the first 3 minutes, he was tripping.
I know, man. It's like, God, let the dude get settled in. It's his first game. It's just like how with Elijah Page, his first 2 games of the season, he green. He ain't never had this. He ain't never been on this type of scene like that. So you got to give him his chance to really show what he got. Let him get his feet set in. But I'm curious for how things gonna play out next season. That's what I'm really curious. And I just saw the breaking news from you with Hassan Longstreet coming. I was like, oh Lord, we cooking now, baby.
Hey, we cooking. Hey, let me ask you. I think we talked about this before. Your thoughts on Hassan Longstreet opposed to Juju? Like, who did you like more? I couldn't remember what you said.
I think it seems like Juju is more of he's more of a Miller. Yeah, he got a little wheels on him, but his physical tools is not of what Hassan Longstreet is. And I think, Lincoln got the guy who he really needed for his system. I don't think, he should have been going after Juju from the beginning. He should have just been going after Hassan, just like he going after what's the other kid, the writer, the QB?
Lions.
Yeah. He needs a mobile quarterback. He gave Miller his chance and everything, but hey, man, if it just wasn't perfect for your system, it's not perfect for your system. And I'm glad we got this kid from what's it, Centennial?
Yeah, Centennial.
Yep. It's crazy when I think about Centennial, I think about Compton, because that's my neck of the woods, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think about where he going to school at, but man, I'm curious to see how good this kid really is, man. And if he got a shot to really showcase what he can do in the upcoming spring you know, hey man, Maeva gonna have a battle on his hand, you know, to see if he can hold that QB1. So I'm curious. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, he was a baller, man. And
A lot of stuff.
he played at Inglewood first, and he transferred from Inglewood. I don't know, a lot of people don't remember him at Inglewood, but yeah, then he went to Corona Centennial. I think I've always kind of been higher on him. He's ranked number 4 right now. Juju's ranked number 9
Let
as
me
far
tell
as the
you who he
quarterback.
is. I would love to jump in. So I live in South Orange County, right? And my daughter goes to high school at Mission Viejo High School.
Nice.
So that's where Mark Sanchez went. So we were undefeated, 10-0, going into the first round of the playoffs this Friday, and they matched up with
Oh my God,
with Hassan.
he went crazy.
Listen, he had how many yards rushing? Did you see what he had rushing?
I think it was like 5 touchdowns or something?
He had like 5 TDs and
Yeah.
like 200 something, 30 some yards.
Hey, remember Dejon Lee goes there to Alabama commit.
Yeah,
He went crazy.
And D Lee balled out too. I talk to these kids every week. Every week I'm up at the school because my daughter plays flag football and she's on the track team. So you know the athletic program there is pretty intense, and so I'm involved. I coach there as well. So this is what I'm getting at. This is my first time getting to see like highlights and clips of him move the real way. Like they came down and took us out of the playoffs, bro. We were supposed to match up with Mater Dei next week. Both teams undefeated and all that. An 8-5 team came and what were they? Not 8-5. I think they were 8-5. I don't know. We were 10-0. I can't remember the exact record, but we were 10-0, and they had only won 8 games or so. But they took us out, and I said, "Wow, this kid reminds me of Jayden Daniels."
What? You think he's Jayden Daniels?
I think.
Oh man.
Early Jayden Daniels. Remember?
Yeah.
Jayden Daniels, he grew into who he became at LSU.
Right,
he was
right.
At Arizona State first, and he was up and down, but he had those attributes that you saw, like, he's going to be all right. But I see his ability to impact the game is similar to Jayden Daniels. I would be interested to see who he looks up to at quarterback. If there's a way we could get an interview with Hassan, I would love to hear.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to definitely try to get that rolling.
That'd be amazing. Hey, just a few things. Since we got him, he committed. I'm curious about how if Jerome Mauser, are we gonna be able to keep him and Carday Smith? I'm curious if we're gonna still keep a lot of our offensive recruits now that we flipped him. That's my number one thing right now.
Well, the thing is, Longstreet is higher ranked than Juju. I like Juju too, but he's actually a statistically more sound quarterback with more game impact. So if those other offensive weapons who will be coming in the same class have any concerns, really they just leveled up, because to me the more premier recruit is Hassan Longstreet.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had a better at the Elite 11. He performed better. I think Juju just won one aspect of that, which was the pro day, but Hassan Longstreet actually all across the board kind of performed. But yeah, if anybody goes, I would say it would be Carty Smith. But I think Jerome Miles, I think that should keep him locked in, man. I pray he does, man. He's the best receiver in his class.
Yeah.
Another thing with the game, man. Yo, man, it looked like Branch came alive. It looked like his wheels was rolling, man. I was like, oh man. And you know the just the deep passes from Mava, just throwing it to Deuce and everything. I was like, man, that it was good to see like them deep balls go down the field. Something we really didn't see that much this season at all. What's your thoughts?
I agree. I said it last night. I said all of a sudden, Zachariah Branch, he just came out of nowhere. Everybody was saying that. I think Miller was trying to hit him with the 50-50 balls in traffic opposed to in that open space. And I think as a result, he looked like he was non-existent, but all of a sudden he came alive. We could attribute that to a lot of things. What you think, Jay?
Man, Zach Branch is still one of the most dangerous weapons in this country.
Yeah.
And you have to have a quarterback that could actually put enough air on the ball and throw you open, and not like the thing is you're a short quarterback throwing to a smaller stature receiver. The geometry doesn't work, guys. You guys got to understand geometry. You got to understand physics as well with trajectory and ball placement. for a quarterback that throws a low arching ball to throw to a receiver that also is down there, a lot of that just doesn't line up. Like you can tell how simply the ball placement was being put with just enough arc to allow Zach to actually hit that second gear to intersect the ball at the transition point, right at the intersection point. And it was simple. And I think we're going to see Zach might score 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns before the end of this season.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
last thing before I get off, you know, I know when I was at the game, I didn't see Jacoby at all. So I don't know if it's because of you. I think everybody knows from some of them tweets that was put out there.
no, I think a lot of guys. You heard. I don't know if you seen Woody Mark's mom on here. She was saying a lot of them were sick. I think that's a
Oh, okay.
possibility that could have been an issue.
Sick.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I'm
cool,
just
cool.
I'm hoping it was that. But big dog, hey, I appreciate you tapping in. I got to take this other call, and we're gonna keep it moving, man. But hey, fight on, man. Thank you for tapping in.
Hey,
Fight on, young
appreciate
brother.
you.
Stay up.
All right, fam.
Is it Ray or Rye?
It's Ryan. I just called it Ryan because the ladies call me like Ryan.
Okay.
Rye. Okay. My
Okay.
guy Rye. It's good to
Okay.
talk with you, man.
You
Okay.
too.
Hey, fight on, man.
Fight on.
Big
What up,
J,
Mr. Smith?
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
Yes,
Man.
sir.
what's the word?
Man, I'm just hanging, man. Just hanging. Just
Tell everybody who you are real quick.
Hey, I'm Jaylen Smith, man. I'm Jaylen Smith dad, man. Yeah, it was a tough road to get where he at, man. You know, Jaylen and his twin sister, you know, we lost his mama when he was 6 years old, man, you know. So I basically had to raise twins. He got a twin sister, Jada Smith.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the world thought that he'd be a failure, but I seen a lot different in him, man. He always been a competitor.
Yeah.
We've been staying solid with the Trojans, man. We've been there his whole 4 years. You know, we've been through 3 or 4 different coaches, had to learn different systems. They move him around a lot from safety to corner to nickel. I mean, just being an athlete, man, like, honestly, he can play on the other side of the ball, too.
No, that's real talk. And I think, and me and you, we already know we supposed to get ready and come on here and do a little show about him. But you know, because there were some things I didn't know about him as far as the twin sister and some of the things that you shared with me, man. But I think if anybody stock rose, well, benefited from this coaching staff, your son, man, he was already a versatile player, man. You know, playing the nickelback, playing the safety, playing the corner. But man, what he's doing this year, though, he's on some next level stuff. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he could do what he's doing right now.
Oh, you crazy.
I didn't know. I'm just telling you. I didn't know he could. I didn't know he had that coverage ability like that.
Normally, I'm here with you, bro.
Jay Walk, I'm saying me.
I'll be honest with you, Jay. When he was 6, man, that's what he played. He played corner.
Yeah.
He played corner. He played corner in high school, and then he played warrior. So, like, warrior was a guy that could cover, but at the same time could come in the box and make tackles.
Like Sua Cravens, Deion Bailey type.
Yeah. So
he be smashing, man.
But he like loved the new system because it shows that he's not just a tackler; he can cover guys too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He says a lot. It's a lot easier because he only got one side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I can take away this one side, that's like not that hard for him. Like as far as being in the middle, you got to try to play both sides.
It's very true.
Yeah.
He looked way more settled. He was definitely the most consistent guy with getting his hands on. He jammed the most out of any of our corners all year, and he was the most disruptive. He's been the most disruptive corner. And he's not the rangiest of our secondary guys, but in terms of running stride for stride with dudes, like your son, like I'm so happy. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him because I know when he gets to the NFL combine and they take him into those private rooms in Indianapolis and they interview him, he's gonna have to answer a lot of questions. Are you a nickel? Are you a safety? Are you a corner? What position do you want to play for our system? And the fact that he'll probably have like five to 10 interviews, man. And believe it, those interviews are hard to come by. And he'll have 5 to 10, and you guys, your family's gonna be blessed from that day forward, man. He's got it.
Yes, I appreciate you, man. Always love.
I'm excited for that.
I was talking to him, and I said, "Look, man, if you looking as far as a defense, and you a defensive coach, and you like own a team, if I can bring in a guy that can play 4 positions in the secondary, instead of me bringing in 4 guys, I can bring in one.
Absolutely.
I can bring in one that if my corner go down, he can play that. If my safety go down, he can play that. If my nickel go down, he can play that. So that's like a blessing in disguise.
It's true.
Man, I was just watching the podcast and they were, I think they were covering the 49ers. Who's that they signed? I think it was Lenore. So one of those guys, they signed somebody, but I think he about to get a contract. But anyway, they were saying how he could do different things all across the board. And they're saying really that's what the NFL kind of moving to when you're looking at, as far as a draft stock, they're looking at guys that's versatile, that could do it all. Yeah. And when I heard that podcast just a couple of days ago, I thought about your son. I'm like, man, dang, Jaylen just really, his stock just rose up. His versatility, man.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Keep fighting, man. That's all.
Swiss Army knife, man. He's a Swiss Army knife. He really is. He has been since the day he got here. Since the day he got here. When they had him on the depth chart at safety, I was like, safety? Okay. And then he showed up at nickel. I was like, okay. And then he would be able to rotate in and out, and he was making plays on special teams. This when he was a pup. Like, he was wearing jersey number 19, right?
Yes, he wore 19 3 years.
3 years. And I'm like, yeah, 19 is all over the place, bro. I was like, man, 19, he out there. Who is this little dude? Who is this little dude? And I just have been a fan of his game ever since. When I would see 19 and 18, backing up those defensive linemen, I felt good. I felt good.
Entry.
Yeah, I really felt good.
Like he was blessed, man. He got there. He started in, I believe, 8 games as a freshman.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Freshman, straight 17 years old. Missed his senior year of high school football. It was a COVID year. He didn't play not a down in his senior year. So he came straight to USC basically as a junior out of high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never played a senior down in high school.
This is the insight we want.
Yeah. Yes. But you tell him where he started at though. He tell you with the Snoop League and the whole thing, man.
Yeah, he played for Coach Snoop, man. We went to the championship game at Crenshaw High, and I had started a team called the Lancaster Colts. So I had joined the Snoop League. So we had a meeting, and I was telling the people at the meeting, I say, my son really need to play up with the older kids. Playing with his age is not going to be fair. So they like, no, we have Jim Brown, we have the Compton Seahawks, we got the Long Beach Browns, we got this and we got that. I said, okay, y'all going to make him stay at his age group? Okay, fine. So he single-handedly won the Super Bowl. So, in the Super Bowl, he scored 6 touchdowns and was on the mic. So, the next couple of days later, Snoop gave me a call. He said, Dooney, man, I want to put the cameras on Jaylen, man, and I want him to play for me. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to be able to do some things with him that I'm not able to do. Go ahead, take him.
Mm-hmm.
To Texas, they went to Washington, they went to Florida. And he was the youngest guy on the team. I believe he was 11 playing with the 13 and 14-year-olds. Running sweeps and returning kicks and playing corner. So it taught him at a young age not to be afraid of people that's bigger than you. You know, you got to just use your skill and your football knowledge to play the game. So the transition to high school and the transition to college was really easy on him because he'd been playing in front of big crowds ever since he'd been a kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's always had a lot of composure too. Yeah, man. I'm proud of him. Hey, just like I gave Mama Marks her love. Hey, chat, spam the salute sign.
Salute, big time.
Spam it.
Big time.
Go
I
back
know the
to
road you
it.
came, man. We talk. I already
Spam.
know, man. Hey, that's a he's
Hey,
standing up with it though. Huh? Hey, you standing up attention with it though.
all love, man. And you know,
Yeah,
it takes a village. It
yeah,
takes a village. I got a lot of help, man. You know, like
yeah.
Odell Beckham reached out. Jamal Crawford reached out. Like Beckham picked him up and took him to the Kids' Choice Award and had him go on the red carpet with him. Like a lot of love, Matt Barnes, a lot of people, man. And it's like I appreciate it because it was tough, you know. And the streets could have took them. You know, the streets love our kids, man. And I just thank God that he stayed the straight and narrow and did what he had to do, man. And the fight in him, he'll never lay down for nobody. Never.
Facts. And his play show that. He showed that he ain't going out. He ain't going out like that. He gonna get the last blow, punch, push, or whatever. It's shit. We see it.
Y'all remember when y'all talking about these players and you're shining negative light on them. These are players to you. These are children to their parents.
Yes.
These are still young men learning, figuring it out, taking midterms, taking finals. The hardest stretch of the season where they have to play their most competitive games of football towards the end of the fall or winter semester, they're taking finals and midterms.
Yes, sir.
And meanwhile, game planning for Notre Dame,
Yes, sir.
game planning for, however much traveling they got to do. You guys have no idea. Stop talking crap. You have no idea.
Yes.
You have no idea the amount of physical, mental, and emotional stress and duress at all times. Meanwhile, having to be the advocates for your community, having to be the spokesperson for your family, having to be this leader on the team, having to be all this, and you're learning, understanding, learning how to pay taxes at a young age. You guys stop talking smack, man. Just show love and respect these young people while we have the opportunity. Give these young men their flowers, man. You guys don't know. And fathers like this are what kept kids like me alive.
Yes,
Real
sir.
talk.
And just being honest with you, man, it's 2%. It's 2% of people that get a college scholarship. And that's 2% in the world. So evidently these kids did something right to even make it to the point that they're at. To even say if you don't go to the next level, just getting a college degree. I ain't never dreamed of it. I mean, I dreamed of going to USC, but I didn't make it there.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
Now, at the same time, it takes a lot. You got to keep your nose clean. You got to make sure you do what you got to do. And as black men and as men, period, a man ain't considered grown until he's 25.
For real.
So these are
That's
still,
real.
you understand what I'm saying? These are still
Yep.
babies. And I literally was able to watch that, saying that I had twins, a boy and a girl that was the same age. You can tell the difference.
Mm.
The girl matures really fast. It takes the boy a lot longer
Mm-hmm.
to know
Absolutely.
the difference between really right and wrong and all of that. So I love all kids. I don't judge none of the kids. I want to see everybody be successful. I'm not no person that's like that. So the whole thing is we got to, as Trojan fans, we got to support the kids. If you
Facts.
don't do what the coach say, where do you go to? The bench. If you know that it's not right and you do don't do what the coach said, you're going on the bench. So you always learn to do what your coach say, listen to what your coach tell you, and keep on going and just keep fighting.
That's it.
So these is kids that have to listen to their coaches. Eventually, you have to listen to your boss at work. Everybody got to listen to somebody. So this is just a learning experience for the kids. But I love that they all kept their head up. Ain't nobody put their head down. Ain't nobody gave up.
Nope.
You know, if you think about it, the first year we got there, man, we was getting beat down like we stole something. When I first got to USC, we was getting beat down.
Yeah. Man.
So it's a big change. Rome wasn't built overnight. We just got to be patient and trust the process.
That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah, all praises. Yeah, he is Jaylen from Los Angeles. Yeah, he from the city.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Homegrown.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So man, yeah, we definitely appreciate you tapping in. You know you got to come back on. We got to get the full thing popping off on here, man. Me and you. We talked about it, but we didn't never get it going.
Yeah, nothing but love. We got a lot we can chop it up about, man. So
absolutely.
Win, Jay, and it's all love, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Hey, fight on, family. Fight on. Appreciate you, brother. All right. All right. Have a blessed one.
You too.
All right, family. Key.
Hey, Jay, don't.
Yo, what's going on, champ?
What up, KB?
Man, what's going? Man, I got all kind of. I got some. Okay, what's up, Key?
Hold on. Hey, man, it's kind of crazy in my yard. I'm gonna have to move a little bit where it's going crazy because the Believers is going wild tonight.
Yeah.
You can hear the punta, can't you?
Yeah, it's pretty loud, but I can hear you though.
Yeah, but I can't hear you guys. All right, now I'm safe now.
Key, what's the word, man?
Hey, man, that was great listening to Jaylen Smith and Mama Woody, man. That was awesome.
It's awesome, man. And it really was, man. We was expecting Mama Woody, and man, Jaylen Smith pops just came through. You know, I know him and we communicate on the phone or whatever, but yeah, to have him on, it was absolutely awesome, man. And it just kind of give you background behind the story, man, with some of these guys. Each one comes from a different spot.
Right. Everyone's got a story.
Absolutely.
So amazing.
Absolutely.
So amazing.
I would like to hear Jaywalk's story, man. How his road, how he got to SC.
Hey, I don't mind running.
You don't remember that. You don't remember the interview.
First,
you talking to old school concussion brain. I don't remember breaking out.
Wait, hey, Jaywalk. I don't need the Jaywalk. Do you remember me interviewing Keith? You know, Keith was my very first interview. My first player interview from USC. Yeah, he was the very first one. And it was crazy because I did it. I tried to screen record it. I look at how it is now. I screen recorded on Instagram. I called you on Instagram. Is that how we did it? Yeah, I called you on Instagram.
Yeah, we did it on Instagram.
We did on Instagram, and I screen recorded it, man. I said, man, that was the most lost in the sauce thing I could have ever did ever. But we in business now, though. But
hey, man,
you were getting that history.
I went through a whole bunch of podcasts, man. They were all whack. And they weren't even Trojan fans. They were sometimes, and I'm like, come on, man, I gotta find me somebody. And I heard Jay. I'm like, okay, I found home. I found my little brother.
And we've been family ever since.
I love it, man. I mean, I was able to really speak my heart. I really believe like nobody is doing this the way USCJ is. No, there isn't anybody. Not to say that people are doing things wrong, but just no one's doing it this way. It's so genuine, it's so wholesome, it's so real, it's levels of insight that you can only dream of as somebody who wants to like really have a true in-depth knowingness of what the program is about and all the dynamics within it. This is real. And I hope that it allows for those listening to just really take a pause and for one moment, like breathe in the humanity portion of this game and how these are young people trying to figure it out. I was in those cleats. I was in that Coliseum. I was on those plane rides. You can't imagine how I was on those plane rides, traveling to South Bend, meanwhile, writing a term paper, 4 hours in the air, land, go through meetings, team study, everything like that, go through your walkthroughs, come back to the room, finish up your paper because it's due, the day you get back from South Bend, Indiana. Like you guys have no concept of all of what is happening in the lives of these young people and the coaches they're in and the media and everybody attacking and poking holes, everybody trying to get a piece. The wolves come out. Don't be a part of it.
Not only that, you have to be mindful of who you actually talk to.
It's so true.
because you know gamblers are looking for an edge, and people are looking to see. Well, back when I was playing, to see if you were getting gifts and things like that, and so you know
Now you
you
got
had
all
to
kind of
even,
NIL money popping off.
Yeah,
and you still got to watch your mouth and watch what you say and watch what you do.
and they're so oversaturated. Like the NIL is a whole nother animal. The fact that social media is everywhere, that when the team lands into an airport, people pull out their camera, like everything is under a microscope and magnified times 10. Something can happen, and then 2 minutes later, it's worldwide. It's worldwide within 2 minutes later, and the first video streamed 6,000 miles from where the thing happened. And it's like it's real. Like I could be on in an airport in Kansas, and then somebody sees me, films it, sends it, posts it, tweets it, and it's out there. And now ESPN has it, and they're creating a narrative about something. So it's just like, if you want these young people to read anything, how about you give them something worth reading that's edifying or uplifting or encouraging, like something that speaks to their spirit, not just dwindles away, just chops them down. Just stop. The season has not gone the way we wanted it to. None of you had to play. None of you had the injuries. None of you had to go through the training practices. None of that. So if you really want to feel a part of the team, be a part of the positive force that allows them to feel more courageous on game day. How about that? Like that's just real. Like I just wish that we had an overall consciousness to take care of one another a little bit more, like overall, right? Let's not be so fickle, man. Like, can we mature as a student support system? Can we mature? Because they're also students, and you're thinking that they're just athletes that get paid to play football. That's not it. Believe me, the academic workload at a university like USC is beyond most humans' comprehension. It's beyond the mental capacity to understand how much work the professors are overloading these students with, particularly because when I was at SC, most professors there had a gripe to pick with athletes because they felt like we were taking advantage of the academic system.
Hey, Jay.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Jaywalk. I'm sorry, Jaywalk. Yes, display how thick a USC playbook is.
In real life, a USC playbook is it's over about 400 sheets on each side of the ball.
Right.
It's equivalent to like an encyclopedia of thickness worth of pages.
Not to mention coverage, terminology, breakdowns.
It's learning a whole new language, because I might say red right ranger, Z/X go, Y turbo on 4.
And on top of that,
let me ask you guys, how does that?
Wait. And on top of that, you got 25 books and 12 different classes on top of that. So you can't say the athlete is not intelligent and not hardworking.
No, you can't.
No,
you can't. You just
Hey, but how does that change? Let me ask you guys this, because both of you guys probably played under different coordinators. Well, you were under Pete Carroll the whole time, right, Jaywalk?
Yes.
Yeah. So how does that vary from different coordinators and different coaches?
To be really honest, I mean, you got to think I had Coach Norm Chow when I played receiver. Norm Chow, Lane Kiffin, and Sark. Those are all my offensive coaches. And
wait. Receiver? I thought you were just.
I was a two-way player. Come on, Jay. Come on now.
I thought you were just DB.
Yeah. I played both ways all my career until my senior year.
Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. I was out there blocking for Reggie. I mean, I got 3 targets my whole career as a receiver. I, caught one, got pass interfered one, and the other one was grossly overthrown. But that was it at receiver. And I loved it because I love every ounce of it. So for me, it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday offense, the rest of the week defense, and I had to learn both playbooks at all times. When I was at SC, there wasn't really a there wasn't a it wasn't an intelligent way to have a two-way player when I was there. I think it got better with the Dory because another guy, William Buchanan and Justin Wyatt, we were three
Oh, I
guys.
remember Wyatt. Yeah.
We were three guys that they would alternate on offense and defense all the time. And we all three had the same like mental workload. Like, dang, like this is this is rough. But J-Dub, Justin Wyatt settled in at corner. He was the starter. That was it. Williams settled in at wideout. He was it. I kept bouncing. And that was the year Mike Williams declared for the NFL draft, and it didn't go through. So when he declared, we were short a receiver. So Coach Carroll said, Johnny, I got to play you at X. You got to fill in for Mike. Matter of fact, they gave me Mike's pads. They were like, here, wear Mike's pads as well. I'm like, man. TV pads, they were a little more bulky, right? So I wore Mike's pads for the most part, and I just had him add extra cushion for when I had to play corner at the same time. And it was like that my whole career. So I had multiple, plus the special teams playbook, the offensive playbook, the defensive playbook, plus my school books from the school. I stacked them all up my sophomore year. I stacked them all up on my scale in my bathroom. My books for school. Guess how many pounds they weigh?
50,
I'd say
pounds.
75.
Up.
105.
Come on, man. 100.
200 pounds.
Wow.
What?
It was like 196.
Outrageous.
It was like 196. 196.
That's
oh my
wild.
God.
When I put
That's
every
wild.
book for that school year, because I double majored. Unfortunately, I double majored, so I was studying biokinesiology plus communications and ethnic relations, gender and ethnic relations. So I had a bunch of books. And man, the books were as high as me from the ground up, 6 foot.
Oh, wow.
2. And I'm like, this is what we had to do. Plus my playbooks. Like, you guys don't get it. Stop bashing these athletes. You don't understand. I'm advocating these young people. That's what I'm here for.
That's why I asked the question. That's why I asked the questions that I asked so you can put it out there.
Thank you. And
hey, Keith, while you guys on here, let me take this call. He's waiting while you guys on here real quick.
Go ahead.
Christian.
What's good, man?
Man, my apologies on the wait. I know you saw we had different guests. How you doing, man? What you got for tonight?
Man, I'm all right. I was just listening to y'all and watching my Chargers play, so I was like, oh.
there you go.
I'm from San Diego, so I ride with them Chargers, man.
There you go.
Yeah. What you got tonight? What's your thoughts on it? Thoughts on everything we saw yesterday? I know it was kind of hostile. We had quite a few on here, but what's your overall thoughts as the dust settled a little bit?
Man, the first thing is we want to know since J-Walk came back. Not putting no pressure on you, Joe. We want to know since he came back.
Hey, we want to know, man.
Let's go. I'll be here from now on.
That what's up, man. Man, love the post earlier, the video, man. Hey, I love Longstreet, man. I've been reviewing his highlights and watching the film. Happy about that.
Yeah.
I know someone was asking, man. I don't think Miles is going to leave or anyone else. I mean, we got a great quarterback. So as far as the offensive lineman, he might, because I know he had made the post about should him and Juju go to Colorado. But as far as Miles and others, I think we're going to be good with keeping the class together. That was my biggest fear, that if Juju decommitted, the dominoes will start falling. But with bringing in Longstreet, I think we're gonna be all right. And I love that too, because he's a California kid, right?
Yeah.
And the whole time I was sensing he wanted to be there, even though he was committed to A&M, because he was still coming on campus and talking to coaches and coming to games, well after the fact. So I feel like that's where his heart at, and that's the program he want to be. And man, that's great to have.
Man, I totally agree. Longstreet or Juju? Like, which skill set you like better?
Man, I think Longstreet, to me, from what I see, I mean, Juju's a good kid, wish him the best. I think Longstreet has the higher upside. As far as going right now, I think Juju might be closer than Longstreet to hitting his top ceiling. You know what I'm saying? But Longstreet under Riley and his tool set. Man, per the offense as well. And Jay, I said it probably like a month ago. I know you didn't want to hear it when I was saying that Juju remind me of a Shador Sanders type QB.
Actually,
That
no, I agree with you on that. I kind of agree with you on that. He's more of a he's not a dual threat like Longstreet. He's more of an
No,
improviser.
right.
So I agree with you on that aspect of it.
And what I love about it too is that if Maiva continue to produce, we don't have to rush him out there as a true freshman, right? So
Right.
sometimes I know kids want to come right out and play as a true freshman. Nobody wants to sit anymore, but sometimes sitting a year can help you out. Now, if he come in and he's ready to play, I understand that too. But sometimes it benefits to be able to sit behind a Maiva for a year. So you know what I mean?
I agree.
If he's producing.
I agree.
So I do like the fit and where we're at, especially if we get Lions to come in. I mean, our quarterback situation is gonna be pretty good for the next five years. And Riley keep them coming. So I do like that pick. But as far as yesterday, man, you know what I was saying, man. I was just happy. I wasn't even gonna speak on anything negative because anything I didn't like is what we seen all year. But what Jay Wack, I don't know if you was on, but there were five things that I touched on as soon as I came on yesterday that I've seen yesterday for the first time that made me happy, man, and to say we're going in the right direction I ain't seen all year. Uh, the first thing was the referees. They gave us a bit. The referees finally was didn't screw us. The second thing I noticed uh, all year I was saying we the worst screen team in
Mm,
the nation. And yesterday, our screens look top notch, and Zachariah Branch is back, and I call it the Maiva effect,
yeah.
due to the way he can get the ball out different angles and get it out so fast. Everyone's saying Zach Branch is like a different receiver, same receiver, but the quarterback is hitting him in stride or getting the ball to him
Right.
quicker on the screen, so that
Right.
he can get his foot in the ground and get to his max speed and not waiting on the ball floating on the screen and the defenders right there. The third thing was that our offense got the ball with 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, up 1 point. And we milked the clock and executed, and we waited till the play clock was down, ball control.
That's
Offense
it.
executed, scored a touchdown, and left them with only 2 minutes. And we
Confidence.
haven't done that, and we haven't done that all year. The fourth thing
Confidence.
was the defense made a game winning stop. Right? We ain't seen the offense go down and do a game winning drive like that to kill the clock with the lead. And then the defense came out and made a game winning stop. Like offensive defense in all these close games had the chance to make the play and neither made it. We seen it.
That's
One thing I
beautiful.
was happy about is that even with the growth of the team, I know people give him a hard time, but I'm not because I understand Riley's a young coach and he's growing. I'm seeing growth in him and the play calling and his ability to not go away from the run, even though it wasn't working at first. He normally go away from it. He went back to it, and we killed on the ground. His clock management, especially that last drive, his play calling opened up as well, and I attribute that all to what I call the Miles effect, right? Because even though he even though he had a couple of turnovers, it's okay, it's his first game. But I was telling Jay yesterday that my other effect is that, for to break it down to a simple term for people might not know, is that everybody benefit and play better when you bring your other teammates in other positions up and help them play better. That was all due to him yesterday, right? Start with the coach. Riley was able to call a wide open game because he had a quarterback in there that had the tools to do what he needed to do. We can run that pretty option play that we ain't seen it, and we kind of went to a veer option on that play because it wasn't a run pass low option. It was more of a veer traditional because we had three options. The first one was Branch Zeke slashing through, faked it to him, didn't give it to him. He read the read, hit that corner. He read the defensive end, pitched it out. Woody Mark go 30, 40 yards. Right. Not only did it help the coach be able to do other things, the offensive line, because now they can make a mistake, but you have somebody back there who can erase it. Right. It also made run blocking a lot easier because now everybody's not crushing down on them or on the running back because of the threat of the key. That's the mob effect. The running backs, a lot of those big holes they were getting, is because Mava had ran for 14 yards a couple of times in a row, and the defensive end couldn't crash down no more. So now he's helping out the running backs, right? The Mava effect. Wide receivers hitting them in stride on screen plays, the velocity and arm angle, getting it to them quickly, and not letting defenders react. Man, Branch was hitting his screens with a full head of steam. He actually ran through a cornerback on a wide receiver because he had a chance to get on that touchdown because he had a chance to get his foot in the ground and get a full head of steam because the ball was out there. So offensively, though it wasn't an all clean game, we did see the mild effect, and that's why I'm excited about going forward because it complemented every other position on the offense, made them better, made their jobs made it a little easier.
You nailed
Absolutely.
it. You nailed
No,
it, man.
yeah.
I love that, and I believe this was like the first game all season. I don't recall us getting a holding penalty.
Not one.
And so that is a testament to, like you said, the Mayava effect, not having to pass pro for so long in a pocket passing quarterback where the edges can just collapse the line. Where there's a little bit. All of these linemen were brought in here to protect a guy that can move the line of scrimmage, side to side, lateral, throw off platform, off timing, off script, improvise a little bit. And so those linemen finally got to play a game with a quarterback that matches their skill set, at least from my perspective.
Yeah. They're definitely like a run blocking offensive line.
They are. Guys, I have another appointment. I hate to just jump off like this.
Hey Jay, can you announce give us that site real quick, and next time hopefully we can get it uploaded. It'll shut me down if I totally take it off.
No problem. So guys, I had to take a long hiatus from all social platforms.
We're gonna all shut it down together anyway. We've been on for an hour and a half.
Mostly because of my other career. I'm in full-time real estate, and it's going great. It's very competitive. My wife and I, we run our real estate brokerage. Basically, we're in South Orange County. So if any of you guys, anybody out there has any friends or family who need help selling a home, please just reach out to my wife and I. We're the Walker Team OC.
Yeah, you can see that clearly, very clear.
We're the Walker Team OC at gmail.com. We are happy to answer any questions that you guys might have regarding real estate.
Can you put that up one more time, Jay, real quick? I just want to make sure, see if I see it on my phone.
Can you see it, brother?
I can see it. I could definitely see
it. I can't see it.
Hey, no, raise it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
they can see it now.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, that's good. They can come back and get that. So we definitely appreciate it. We're gonna all go out together. Christian, I appreciate you coming on. Big Keith,
real quick. I want to give a shout out to my boy Peter G. He's from a rival school, Bourbon Day, man. For those who don't know, Bourbon Day and Sarah were bitter rivals back in the 70s and the 80s, man. We put out some of the best athletes in the city.
Yep.
Absolutely. I was hoping you read that comment. I wanted to get you in that comment. What you got, Chris?
Hey, Jay, just one more thing on that, how good the line did before you go. We had 5 penalties for 75 yards. 45 came off not as personal fouls, right? So we didn't have no false starts on the offensive line. We didn't have no holding or anything. As far as offensively, we had 2 penalties, which were personal fouls after the fact.
Yep.
That was a big difference. Tackles wasn't jumping off quick trying to get blocks because we were good. The pressure wasn't there. It was making them defensive linemen have to think.
Yeah.
Even though I saw the second half, and that was weird to me not to see all those penalties that we normally got in the last 5 games.
Yeah.
And I knew when I saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, we got this. I don't care how tight this game is. We got this.
More of that. We need more of that. More of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we could do that the next 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
All right,
guys. I got to get out of here.
Beat the junior college across the street.
Fight on.
Hey, fight on.
All right. Hey, fight on, man.
I feel this tug on my heart. Somebody does need help with listing or selling their home or need some advice. I'm telling you, the same level of professionalism and heart I put into real estate. We put into coaching and football. My wife and I do the same thing in real estate. So one more time for those. I done lost the dang thing that time.
Fired.
But guys, please reach out. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. the Walker Team OC at gmail.com. Fight on, family. Love you. Till
Fight
next
on. We all get out of here together. Hey,
All
King,
right,
All
guys.
right.
appreciate you guys. Everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.
Fight on.